What is going on, everyone? So we're going to be going over AVANTIS because recently AVANTIS has been pumping. It has went up to 70 cents and it actually did reach close to our target at 47 cents. So these are levels that I've mentioned all the way on the way down. I've mentioned 47 cents, and if 47 cents were broken, 40 cents would be next, and if 40 cents were broken, 27 cents would be next. But it looks like AVANTIS has recovered at 47 cents. I'm going to talk about what could possibly happen next after this, and we have a new pattern forming here. So we're going to talk about this. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Definitely become a member of the channel. It's only $9.99 per month. You can have me go over any crypto project or any stock that you want me to go over if you become a member of the channel, as long as it's not some type of low cap scam coin or some low cap penny stock, right? Anyways, let's go over this. Now, the first thing that you want to look at here is the symmetrical triangle that we've been forming here. So we have actually formed a symmetrical triangle here, and this symmetrical triangle is this particular one right here. This is a bullish symmetrical triangle, and you know it's a bullish one because it comes from a uptrend. So it's coming into the symmetrical triangle from an uptrend. But remember, it only has a 54% win rate. The success rate of a symmetrical triangle is only 54%. So it only has a 54% chance of breaking out. What we have noticed here is that it actually has already broken out of the symmetrical triangle. But the main thing is, are we going to get rejected here at this level, which is about 73 cents? Or are we going to get rejected here at this level, which is about 78 cents? That's the main thing I'm looking at right now. So there is always a likelihood that it could get rejected. And guys, like if that happens, like if a rejection happens up here, then you can see a continuation of the downtrend down to 40 cents. But this is looking like it could be the start to the next rally, a start to the next pump, a start to the next uptrend. That's kind of what it's looking like. Now we're on the 1 hour chart here. You can see some buying pressure is coming in on the MACD. And then you can also see on the %R trend exhaustion, both the long-term trend and the short-term trend are both actively increasing. But you can see how it's kind of curving a little bit right here on the long-term trend. Is this a bull trap? Remember the videos I made before, guys. This is what I'm talking about. If we get rejected right here at 73 cents, or if we get rejected right here at 78 cents, then it's a bull trap. Or it might just be pulling back before the next breakout, right? That could also be another scenario. But yeah, there's a high likelihood, a high possibility that could happen. Now, another thing is that can happen is that we pull back now and we just, start crashing and dumping. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen. It could if this is the high, right? If this is the rejection, then you can see the highs are getting lower and then lower, and then it could continue on another downtrend. So this is definitely a very important area that we got to watch out for. I'm going to keep you guys updated on this. And as for everything else with AVANTIS, whenever you see them posting things like this, you know that something's cooking up, right? When they start posting those type of clickbait things showing people making $70,000 on AVANTIS. So that's when you start seeing them post stuff like that, they're doing something behind the scenes. But yeah, this is a bullish symmetrical triangle. So again, we'll see what we end up doing coming out of that triangle. But yeah, we're up 14% in the last 24 hours, 13% in the last 7 days. So all is well there. And then we also have Bitcoin, guys. So I've been watching Bitcoin extensively, and I still feel like we could have a drop here inside of Bitcoin. I'm still a little wary on this. So, definitely proceed with caution. We're still getting selling pressure on the charts here for Bitcoin. If we come over here to the hourly chart, it doesn't really look too good. And then the main chart you really want to look at for Bitcoin is either the daily, the weekly, or the monthly. So I'm still looking at it, and look, there's still a possibility that we could break down even further here. There is still a possibility for a further breakdown to the downside. Still a possibility for that. So again, I'll keep you guys updated to see what exactly happens with that. As for everything else here on Bitcoin, when we come over here to the weekly chart, you can see this pattern that I've been talking about this whole time. It's playing out exactly how I thought. But one thing is not happening the way I thought, and that is how this pattern correlates with the 32% drops. I'm not noticing any drops sharp enough to push us all the way down to 32%. So I kind of feel like this last one might not be a 32% drop. I feel like this could still complete on the %R trend exhaustion, but I feel like if it does complete, maybe it completes, but it completes when the drop hits 100K or even 93. But I feel like if it goes anywhere below 100K, I feel like it's going to 85K. If this price goes anywhere to 100K, I truly believe it'll immediately go down to 85K, immediately crash like a split second, and then you won't even have a chance to buy it. So there's a possibility of that. So guys, just know this. Don't just go running and buying AVANTIS because you see me making this video, and don't just think that I'm switching bullish like this, just like that. Like, I go by the charts here. I go by the charts, and when I see the charts are starting to form more bullish patterns, I might switch whenever I see things are looking better. Like this right here was also a symmetrical triangle, but this was a bearish symmetrical triangle because we came into it from a downtrend. That's what makes it a bearish symmetrical triangle. Now we're coming into a symmetrical triangle from an uptrend, but remember, they only have 54% win rates, but it looks like it's breaking out because it has broken past it. And then we had this descending channel here, which is usually bearish, but we ended up, invalidating that. So even though we kind of, well, some people would say, oh no, that's a falling wedge. No, this is more so a descending channel. That's what I would say. I would consider it a descending channel. This isn't a falling wedge right here. It's not a wedge at all, actually. It's a descending channel. So, that's usually a bearish thing. Some people would say it's bullish, but anyways, we are making our way past this resistance. If we can't pass it, guys, then I was right. It's a bull trap. If we can, I was wrong, and then we're switching bearish, or we're switching bullish. So I will switch bullish if we pass 78 cents. Then I'll be pretty bullish on it. So yeah, think about it like that. And another thing you guys want to remember is like I was saying before, don't just go dumping all your money in it because you think it's about to switch bullish. Just let it play out. Let it play out how it does. And also, this is another reason why you don't wait until the complete bottom. Like, I know I was saying, hey, 40 cents could come, 27 cents could come. But just because those levels can come doesn't mean you shouldn't be dollar cost averaging and buying at those prices. When we were at 47 cents, that was the perfect time to buy AVANTIS. No one wanted to do it though. People were hearing me say 40 cents, 27 cents. But yeah, those could be the bottoms, but 47 cents is still a good price for AVANTIS. And I was showing you guys the market cap. We were at like $150, $130 million market cap. The market cap was so low, this thing was a steal. And I feel like people didn't want to buy it. Like 120 million market cap. Like, that's crazy. And I feel like people didn't want to buy AVANTIS because they were watching my videos and they were like, oh, Marcelo said that it could go to 27 cents or 40 cents. So I'm not going to buy it until it hits that level. But that's not how you're supposed to do it. It's not how you're supposed to do it. Because when I'm making these videos, I'm letting you guys know these are only possibilities. There's a possibility that it could break down. There's a possibility that it could continue on a downtrend. But what happens when it doesn't? Do you have something set in place for when it doesn't go your way? When it doesn't go your way, what are you going to do? Well, you could have been looking right here and you could have been like, all right, well, we are in a descending channel here. So if, hypothetically speaking, if we break out past 50 cents, that's a buy time because now we're breaking out from a bearish pattern going bullish. We're reversing to bullish. So buy it right as it's breaking out. Buy it right as it's getting past this 52 cents area going into the new Fibonacci, right? You don't always have to buy at the bottom, guys. You don't always have to buy at the bottom, and you don't always have to ride out the whole wave. You could have gotten in right here, for example, right? You could have gotten in right here at 52 cents, and then just rode the first wave up. Rode the first wave up 25% and out. Literally out clean. Like, yeah, you could have tried to do the whole thing, get the whole 50%, but 25% is just as good as 50%. So you don't always have to buy at the bottom. You don't always have to get the most gains. You just have to win more than you lose. So I think that would have been a good time for people to buy at 47 cents. And I even said 47 cents is still a good range to buy. So I don't know if anyone, I don't know who made that money, but shout out to you guys if you guys made money on that AVANTIS move. There's a possibility that there could be a continuation to the upside, but there's a possibility that it could still be a bull trap. So remember what I said before. If it passes 73 cents and then goes on to pass 78 cents, then it's bullish. But if it doesn't do either one of those and it gets rejected here and goes down below 50 cents, going down into this red Fibonacci area, going down towards 47 cents, 50 cents, maybe even lower, then we know it's bearish. All right. So this is pretty much all I got for you guys. Go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Definitely go ahead and become a member of the channel. It's only $9.99 per month, and I'll go over any crypto project or any type of stock that you want me to go over. As long as it's not some type of low cap scam coin, you'll probably make your $9.97 or $9.99 back inside the first month, guys. So go ahead and join, become a member, ask me those questions, get those videos. I'll get those videos made for you guys. If you want me to go over any project, go ahead and let me know. Just become a member and I'll do it for you guys. Shout out to all the members out there, and as always, I'll be back with another video.